Hello fellow miners, welcome to this video on Subata 120 Weapon Mastery. I decided to run this at the request of a viewer who asked me to run it. So let's get to it. So, of the class mods to pick from, you can, primarily it's really just Foreman or Strong Arm. I mean, you don't want to play Interrogator. If you're going to play Interrogator, what you would want to do is hit Acid or Fire for one of the overclocks at level 6 or 12. But the problem is that there are 5 balanced overclocks in the pool for the Subata, so you can actually miss Fire or Acid. It's very rare when it happens, but when it does, it feels bad. So don't do Interrogator. Again, you could do Strong Arm, but the range is effectively irrelevant on the Subata. And then the class mod mastery bonus of the HP and damage, it's the same as Foreman. Foreman is really the only logical choice to pick from. And the passive mining speed bonus from Foreman is always very, very nice. And as for the gear, really cool real fast. Now, this is a special gear loadout that I put together for this video. It is kind of the jack of all trades based loadout, where it's also not all legendaries, where I intended to, I want this video to be a demonstration of the power of the Subata, and I don't want to pick all these best in slot pieces to then make you think that, oh, you use best in slot pieces to play that particular weapon, or even like play the other dies with, So for our gear loadout here, we can see that we have for our stats, we have good armor, we have 72, pretty good HP, 161 extra, we have some potency, some luck, XP gain, fire rate, mining speed, movement speed, flow speed, and damage. Like I said, this is kind of like the jack of all trades loadout, and I try to go for the, you can do various particular loadouts, so like in this case, I could say I want to stack some more X fire rate. I think the Subata is really good if you have some extra fire rate. The reload speed you don't care about as much because the Subata already has a very short reload time. And again, you might want to go for some more potency or something like that. But again, you don't, like, primarily when you're looking at your gear, again, I've always been recommending get some extra armor, get some extra HP. If you can, when you start your dive, you want to be between the range of for armor, at least 60 to 90 for Hazard 5, as well as 400 to 500 HP for Hazard 5. And the reason why that I'm recommending that is that because of the rebalancing they did with 1.0, bugs hit harder. This extra armor and HP will just make your dive feel a little bit smoother. You can take the extra chip damage and not really worry about it. But the rest of the stats here, always very solid. So look at the gear quirks as well. The individual gear pieces. We got this Hunter's Harness here, level 94 armor. It's epic. It's got armor, HP, and some potency. And then heal for 15% when elite is killed. Nothing special though. This chip here for Bosco, this electrical chip is, electrical chips are probably my favorite. Or Bosco because of the quirks where you get the Bosco picks of XP, which is very, very solid. This has got luck, fire rate, and XP gain, all very solid. Not that spectacular of a chip though in terms of the stats. It's not even above level 90, honestly. So with the Sonic Sugar Scrambler over here, this gadget where it's got mining speed, XP gain, and fire rate, and very, very solid. That armor per red sugar collected is also very nice. The red sugar heals for more is also, it's not nothing, but it's, for me, I don't feel it's that impactful overall. And that's probably because I will always have a high health pool to work with as well as good armor. The DW40K here, the canister is, this is, again, I mentioned about like the loadout being kind of like this jack of all trades where you've kind of got a little bit of every single stat. This one is probably one of my favorite canisters I've gotten. I use it on a lot of my classes and class mods where the movement speed, reload speed, and mining speed, all very solid stats. And then this movement speed down here for 30 seconds when you're leaving the drop pod is probably the best temporary buff you leave the drop pod. Because, of course, you want to explore the map very quickly and mine that nitra, mine that gold, minerals, as well as get the secondary objective done. Like, this helps complete that. There are a number of these temporary quirks that, that you get like armor or life regen or, stats that you're just not going to be able to take advantage of. Movement speed, you can always take advantage of when you're starting to dive. Or the tool here with this dwarf tape, which has got some damage, armor, and luck. Nothing very special, not necessarily super high leveled. That the armor quirk down there is only going to proc for us one time. Not nothing, but could have better. And then this custom grip here for the weapon mod. One of my favorite pieces, even though it's not legendary and it's not that high leveled, but the damage here and HP and armor, all very solid. But the special thing about this piece is the 0.6% damage per red sugar collected. Now, I think this is the only weapon mod that can roll this. This is a bonkers quirk. This probably, over the course of a weapon mastery, probably will add up to at least like close to 40% extra damage, which is nuts. And then over the course of like a 5-stage dive or a Biome Mastery dive, it's going to be like an insane amount of extra damage. So I really don't want to replace this. I mean, I could get other, weapon mod pieces to use that might have fire rate or reload or, whatever. But that scaling quirk down there is probably one of the best ones in the game. And this is not a best in slot piece, even by any means. Like I said, you get this as legendary, and it's actually 0.8% damage, which is insane. And I have been waiting to get one. We shall see. But all right, with that, now let's get to it. Rocket Stone.
Hazard 5. I will survive.
Weapon mastery is not for greenbeards, miner. One weapon only. Are you sure you're ready for this?
Ooh, really XP game? That's a good hit.
Pick one of these.
So when I'm gonna run into red sugar, I am gonna try and grab it right away, so I don't have to, go back and get it necessarily. You don't have to do this as well, but like I said, I find that I don't need to save the red sugar for healing. I want it for damage. Okay, so for upgrades for the Subata, I'm going to be focusing on so we're going to be doing a hybrid damage profile. So we'll be doing, we're going to want some damage, obviously fire rate, piercing, basically all of the stats, because we're going to be looking for acid or fire overclock at 6 or 12, and hopefully getting gas rerouting to go along with it. We'll take bigger mags if it is offered. That can happen where you see bigger mags and sidearm together, which you really don't care for either of those. But we want a good amount of piercing. Now you don't need to have like a super high piercing value, but your piercing value to start is pretty low. It's 4. And if you can get this up to like, let's say 8, 12, that's pretty good. You don't need to have super high, but I like to have it like, in terms of number of upgrades, it's about 150 to 200%. The fire rate here. That's 150 to 200% extra. Okay, we don't care about our mining speed here. We'll take the real speed. Again, we have our Foreman, so we have our passive mining speed buff.
We can't send in supplies until you clear out the landing zone.
The real speed, again, we don't care about the real speed too much, but we'll take it anyways, just for weapon level. Our real speed is already 0.61. We're going to save this for the elite to get just a good loot crate. Good damage, and we're going to take... Ooh, I hope it comes back. So we're going to take acid here. So when I'm doing the Subata weapon mastery, I actually do prefer to get acid. Now, acid, I would take acid or fire here. Either one. Like if this was fire instead, I would have taken fire here. I don't want to risk it. I want to make sure that I get the... I want the Subata to be a stat spec weapon as well as an on-hit weapon, and I feel like acid is the best of them because it'll buff your on-hit damage as well as your stat spec damage.
Overclock, my favorite type of clock.
Objective completed.
Moving. Oh, now this is an interesting one. So all of these have some merit to it. Now we don't have any potency yet. No potency yet. We're going to be focusing, if we get offered some more crit chance, we can take it. But the problem is I feel like with crit chance, I said we don't have that high crit chance to start with. We don't have that crit damage to start with. We would need both of those to be really, really valuable. But we can make, we're taking the body shots here. So body shots will improve our on-hit damage and our stat effect damage. It's an overall very solid upgrade for us here.
I'll take it.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
I'm not going to be leaning super hard into an on-hit build that may happen. All right, here we'll take the fire rate.
Rarely go for this one.
Probably value fire a little bit more than potency, but I offer both of those as well.
New bug pop.
This will be one more nitro patch somewhere. Damage, rather than fast. And some more down here, actually. Get the damage here. Roll 2. Hey, some more piercing? Absolutely. That potency. Hey, there's a nitro. This should be the last of the minerals, so now it's like, if there's anything left, it's gonna be like loot bugs, or there's actually one loot bug over there. We'll take the damage here. That was rare. I'm ready to take it. Making our way back up though, because we want to do the supply pod. Got a Praetorian here, and what else? And Bacteria. Around here, we don't. We should take the fire rate here. We do not have the fire rate. Okay, sweet. We got gas rerouting. So obviously, do not take sidearm. Don't pick this unless you're doing a any other die that's not weapon mastery, and you want this damage buff, which by the way is only for on hit damage. It's not for status effect damage. So it's not for as a class for driller. Like you probably aren't doing an on hit damage as often, because they said the kit just lends itself to status effect damage. You can still do it, but I rarely pick this for, like, if I'm a strong arm, for example, maybe I'll take it. But I'll take the gas rerouting here. Very, very solid.
Good work. Supply pod inbound.
What a shot!
Oh god, I am not taking this, and the reason why is this will make the dive too easy. So even though we don't have very good movement speed right now, I don't want to take the movement speed. Huli bait will be hard to get them all right now, as well. So we're actually going to reroll here one time. So normally I said Huli bait. If this was stage 2, where I have a level 18 Subata and it's maybe a little bit earlier in the dive when I grab it, I would take it. But and Pickle Nitra here is, if you're doing this on your own, by the way, and you just want to complete it, Pickle Nitra is one of the best artifacts in the game. The damage increase it gives you is absurd. We're going to hit negative movement speed if we were to take this, but we don't want to take it. Like I said, it's just going to do too much damage. I want to demonstrate how the Subata can be powerful without OP gear as well as OP artifacts. Let's reroll here one time. Okay, you know what? Ammo rig is an interesting one where it's going to hit our movement speed a little bit, but it's not too much. So take ammo rig. This is not, by the way, I don't classify ammo rig here as one of the OP artifacts compared it to, like, you want to compare it to like mocap or Pickle Nitra, but it's a very solid artifact. So definitely worthwhile for this Subata. Gonna be slow too, but 7% as opposed to like negative. Ooh, take some luck here. It's fine. Okay, let's take this potency here.
Completed, miner.
Okay, so what is our? This is pretty low. So if you take the nitra here, it is worth more than the fire rate here. So this fire rate in the shop, or the reload speed in the shop actually, would cost you 38. So you would be left with 7 more nitra, and you could take this. And I'm really tempted to just take the nitra here, but it's also just nice to guarantee the fire rate here. The question is like, do you want that nitra? And I'm like, yeah. We'll just take the nitra.
Legendary upgrade.
The reload speed. Fire rate.
This rare stuff.
And if you can actually get a what is it? If you can get
diving deeper, taking you to stage 2.
Instead, if you can get 2, I'm gonna take the buy shots here actually. This will improve our stats effect damage, so our on hit damage. It's a little bit better than a common fire rate probably.
I'm gonna go with this.
But the when you're looking at like what your you're thinking of your what am I trying to say? But when you're thinking of like your damage and versus like your fire rate and whatnot, like I said, if you can, it's talking about the upgrades. So again, if we can get 2 rares are 19 in the shop. Not 19, what is it? They are 18. So if you get 2 rares in the shop, you actually save 2 more nitra as well versus a legendary card. Like this legendary card, if you had 2 rare legendary, like 2 rare damage cards next to it, would be worth 30. Would cost 36. That's like damage here.
This is a rare treat.
A little bit of HP here. Why not? We'll take that potency. Take the potency here.
This makes my whole life better.
That fire rate too.
Nice.
Reroll here one time.
Options.
Take this damage. We don't want a Kimbo. We want double barrel. I feel like a Kimbo is just This is not going to do as much work as double barrel. I feel like this is like you want to be kiting bugs away from you, and you want to have all of your bullets focused on like the swarm behind you, or the dread behind you, or the elites that are behind you. Double barrel, always a pick here.
Overclock says it's time to kill.
Let's grab. We're gonna grab actually the HP here.
Just the upgrade I was looking for.
Grab the potency.
You don't see these every
Reroll
day.
one time.
I want another go.
Okay, cool. So let's take this damage and this actually take the damage, the potency, and we'll take the movement speed. That helps offset the ammo rig stage. So yeah, now we're at, let's see, damage bucket's 230, piercing's 150, fire rate's 190, reload time's 155, potency's 215. These are the buckets that you see there for the skill. And for piercing, I want to get that up to make it closer to 200%. So that means like 50% more in terms of upgrades, I guess, at 8. If I can get a little bit more fire rate, that's always very, very good. And we have ammo rig, so any fire rate upgrades are going to be a little bit further for us. And then I want maybe a little bit more reload. Not too much though. Our reload's already pretty low, but if we can get if we get offered like a good rarity on it, like a rare or an epic or even like a legendary, very likely will be the choice to pick up. But I probably won't be buying them in the shop after next stage. Let's go.
Load up and get going, Miner. We have quotas to fulfill.
Okay. We're gonna be absurdly strong now.
I think we're actually doing all right so far. Ooh, never
Okay.
felt better. Dude, bug eliminated.
Gonna get all this sugar real fast.
Ooh.
It's kind of a bit to invest in crit chance and crit damage when they're both so low right now. Probably not worthwhile. We'll take the fire rate here.
Just what I needed.
Big swarm detected. Bug up and get ready.
One down.
I'll take the damage here. It's fine.
Get enough of this rare stuff.
Right trigger over here.
Plans
Nice.
are prepped for you. We need the LZ clear.
Feeling much
There we go. Okay. Let's take some HP here. Get a little tanky. Be a little bit safer.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
The damage there. That's better than the satisfied damage that we saw there.
You're cute, but you're
There's the elite. Okay.
Prepare to
die.
fight for your life. A big swarm is approaching.
We got the hoarder.
I'll come back for the loot crate in a second. We're just gonna grab this, and then we're actually gonna loop around and then grab the loot crate. Take the fire rate here.
Sure. Why not?
And poke our head over here. Ah, gimme. All right.
Think you could kill
Legendary
me?
secure. Huzzah! That feels good.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
I mean, the best bang for your buck. Why not? Armor's the fire right here. That's a rare armor. I'd probably take it. Okay, we'll take the piercing here actually now. Oh, you know what? Probably just better take the ancient knowledge. Yeah, let's take the because it takes out of the pool too. So
This is perfect for my build.
take the reload. It's just a little bit better value. We'll take some damage. The fire rate, sure. Or hang up the supply pod. If I didn't have to use it here on the elites, but we'll just use it. Okay, cool. Skip that piercing. Let's take it here though.
I'm growing stronger. Take that.
Take everybody's here, sure. Why not?
Got a supply pod incoming. Well done.
Well, these are not very good. Let's reroll one time here. Okay, cool. Actually, you know what? Let's take a piercing projectiles. And our piercing now maybe a lot higher. Okay, legendary, sure. We'll take the body shots here. It's fine.
Pod has arrived. Get there before the
Okay,
time
let's
runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
take the fire here. It's a pretty big hit. Keep firing even faster now. Here, take the damage. What is a reload action? Reload's probably not gonna be able to prove that much more, so we'll probably still take the fire right here.
To try this out.
Hey, take some crit chance to go along with the crit damage that we took earlier. Sure, why not? We'll take some more crit chance.
Well done, Miner. We knew we could trust you to go.
Alright. Let's see if we get some more crit chance, I guess. The game, I was saying that it did not have that much crit damage, but man, that jumped up by a ton. A little bit more piercing here. We're now at 12, which is fine. What's our potency actually? A bit more potency here. Reroll. Let's take a little bit more movement speed.
Might as well. Nothing for me here. Let's try again.
Let's get more movement speed.
Rare.
One more time.
What else we got?
One more time.
More options.
Okay, we're just gonna take the armor here.
Now this is a rare treat.
15. The next stage.
This is the big one, Miner. Find and destroy the cocoons and take out that dreadnought.
We are absurdly strong. Firing absurdly fast.
When the damn bugs start feeling like family, you know it's time to quit.
You're gonna grab blue bugs as well as all of this red sugar right now. Yeah, if we look at our damage right now for our meta bucket, it's at 203%. Now, for class mod mastery bonus, it's 8% damage. And then for meta, it's 24% damage. It's 32. And then we had 41% from her. So that puts us at about close to 70% damage, which means 30% damage we picked up just from red sugar this dive. That's how crazy that quirk is. Down here, got some gold.
Bring it, backers!
Big damage here. Moving. Alright, we'll take the real speed here. I'm not even sure what our reload's at right now. 0.32. We're not gonna be able to improve it that much, honestly.
Oh yeah.
It's so much fun, it's like just rapid firing like that. Let's reroll here one time. I think the penalty here is fine.
Yes. Feeling much better now. Think you could kill me? Well, think again.
Let's reroll over here one time. Two times? Come on. I guess the defense is fine.
The time is up, Craig.
Alright, fine. We'll take the damage, I guess. What is our, yeah. I guess they're pretty close.
Supplies blocked. Get the
Yeah, all of
landing
these.
zone cleared.
Not a great position to be in, but we should be fine. I'm gonna go all the way to the right. Roll back around. Yeah, when you do this on your own, just avoid the map edges like that. That's a little sketchy. But I don't feel very much in danger, even though it's like crazy amount of projectiles there. I don't know. Let's just take the luck here. It's fine. Maybe we'll. All right, we'll take the gold tip bullets here. This is actually what I was thinking of what we might get offered. You know what? Let's actually reroll here because we don't have enough gold. I already burned a bunch of gold. I think there might be a little bit more gold on this stage, but this is worth 8% right now. We can get more. We can get like no, I don't want this. That would be worth moving people go and go in the tank. But it'd be worth 70% damage. Let's reroll again. What is go away? Fine, I'll take it, I guess. Gold? Is there any more gold? Oh, there's some gold. Okay, we'll take that. Let's reroll. What should not reroll here? We'll take the crit damage. Sure. So it's worth about 10%. So I was kind of hoping to get like Diver's Manual. It would have been a solid pickup where it gives us a little bit more crit chance, some damage, reload. Alright, well, let's go. Start now. Okay, solo gen. Not too bad. Get into more open space up here away from the swarm behind us. Dodge. Blasting him. We don't want to reroll here. We have our measly 12% damage, but we'll take the armor here. It's fine. A little bit safer. Okay, he's getting melted though, so I'm not too concerned. I just need to dodge his attacks, honestly. Alright, here goes. You know what? I actually think this crit chance is worth more damage. Actually, I can't believe it because our buck is already so high for it. Here, we'll just take I don't know, we'll take the fire rate, I guess. Doesn't matter. We're not rerolling any of them.
Objective completed. Dread eliminated. Objective completed.
Okay, what?
Get to the drop pod.
Get out of here.
Heads back to orbit.
And that's it.
Congratulations. One less dreadnought to worry about.
Subata.
Management sends their regards.
What a fun weapon. I really just like the rapid fire nature of it. Cool, it's a canister. Check it out. Oh, Subata. Very fun weapon. Very capable weapon. Now it is a starter weapon on Foreman, so it's always a weapon that when I'm playing Foreman, I tend to level it up as well just because it is a starter weapon to at least level 12, if not level 18. I think it's best as a weapon that is dealing either acid or fire. Like I said, I think Driller as a class itself, like the base kit, lends itself to status effect based builds. So if you're picking, like I don't want to pick it on Interrogator, for example, because you do have a chance that you're not going to hit either acid or fire. Like you can get gas rerouting, bigger mags, and sidearm, like some combination of those between level 6 and 12. If you happen to miss acid or fire, it feels really bad. But on Foreman, you can still make it work as an on-hit build. On Strong Arm, you can also make it work as an on-hit build. I am almost always playing those classes in almost a hybrid or a status effect based build, though. So I still want them to be acid or fire. As we can see here, we had a pretty good spread of artifacts. Again, that gold tip bolts, we didn't have that much gold, so it's not like we were getting an absurd amount of damage from that. We had the piercing projectiles there for some extra piercing, which is always nice. Again, the piercing is not that high in the Subata. I kind of like to have, again, a value between maybe 8 to 12 is nice. I think, what did we actually end at? We had 12. So very, very solid. And then we had the ammo rig there, which is, again, very, very solid. Just makes it fire incredibly fast. And Ancient Knowledge, again, with us, the picker from the Huli, where it's just picked out of the pool, gave us a few extra levels is fine. We had good HP, we had good armor, and we ended up with a pretty good amount of crit damage, even though we weren't necessarily building for an on-hit build. The crit chance was a little bit lower than it probably could be if you're doing like an on-hit based build at 38%. But actually, it probably would be a little bit higher thanks to Bosco and the electrical chip that is there, because the Bosco is applying shock to bugs, so that is increasing your chance to crit. Otherwise, actually, our stat effect damage was actually pretty low this dive. It was only 34%, showing here. And then we got some pick upgrades, some XP gain, and some luck there too, which is nice. But otherwise, if we look at our damage profile here, it said for where it shows the weapons report at the top, where the damage is about 12.5 million. That's your on-hit damage. Very, very solid. And then the damage report below at 17, like just rounded up to 17.1 million. That is your on-hit damage plus your stats effect damage. So we only have one weapon. We know that the Subata then was doing about close to 4.6 million stats effect damage, which is not nothing. It equates to about less than 25%. No, sorry, maybe more than 25% of your overall damage. But again, like we just had very, very absurd. I feel like between our gear, the artifacts, our upgrades that were offered, like you can have times when your stats effect damage will be closer to your on-hit damage, but just how fast we were firing, we probably weren't really allowing these stats effects to build up that much because they were just dying before then. If you're doing this on like a biome mastery or 10-stage dive, where as you get in later into the dive, that stats effect damage will start to do more because the bugs will be alive for longer. But overall, very fun weapon. Let's go check out our gear. All right, drumroll. We got a legendary. We got a canister, and we also got this rare breastplate. I'm always, by the way, I'm okay with picking up rares, obviously to sell them, but I'm actually looking. There's one particular rare, and I sold it before, and I kind of wish I hadn't. It was a rare breastplate as well that had HP, armor, and then not the max HP when upgrading armor, but it was max HP per weapon above level 12. And I wanted to get it again, partly because I want it for these videos. I think like it's one of the better rare armors that you can get, that very, very solid overall. And so it's great for demonstrating the power of certain weapons and how to do certain dive types. Okay, we're gonna sell this though. It's not really good.
Don't need it.
Let's take a look. What else we got? We've got, it was the canister, right? I passed it. There it is. Okay. Canister, level 98, hyper compressed fuel, range, explosion radius, movement speed. And then we've got this range and 100% weapon range. Do we have that already? Okay, we do kind of have it. We have some lower level ones. These ones here. This one's closest to it at level 92, but this one has explosion radius. Okay. No, it's a little bit different actually. You know what? This one has the weapon range for every meta resource mine, which is actually really absurd. You have 10% weapon range when upgrading stats effect damage. Okay, we're gonna keep it. Pretty solid. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Rockin' Stone.
Why is the bloody scanner beeping like that?